What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Life So Crazy. It's the Vongola Boss here. Stellar Blade is bringing sexy back, at least in video games, and it's making plenty of noise in the process. It seems in this day and age, you make a game with an attractive woman and...
well, then everyone loses their minds.
Well, the demo finally released last week, and the reactions have been everything from mesmerizing to pearl clutching. So today we're going to take a look at the funniest and goofiest reactions, but more importantly, talk about the actual game, which is being drowned out amidst all this foolishness, because Stellar Blade, in my opinion, is pretty good.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Starting off with this IGN article from their French branch. Imagine my shock finding out that even internationally, IGN continues to set the standard for unserious journalism. Now, to be fair, the majority of the article speaks highly of Stellar Blade, but this one paragraph alone did so much damage, it pretty much overshadowed any praise they gave it. And to no one's surprise, it is with the design of the female protagonist. Quote, "The design of the game, particularly its characters, highlights an obvious bias. We're going to smash the alien, but if we can do it while pleasing these gentlemen, that's a bonus. And the result is not really a success. It's not new, and other games have chosen to highlight the strengths of their female characters, but where a Bayonetta stands out with an iconic character design, or a 2B from Nier Automata inspires an entire generation of cosplayers, Eve from Stellar Blade is just bland. A doll sexualized by someone you would think has never seen a woman."
Pardon me? Are you dumb?
Here's your daily reminder that you can't spell ignorant without IGN. People online were quick to point out that not only is the director of Stellar Blade married, but his wife is a concept artist and designer at Shift Up. When I tell you I almost shed tears from all the laughing I was doing at this foolishness, seeing them scramble to edit out the statement realizing
I'm getting cooked.
Couple days later, IGN then posted this apology on behalf of their French branch, literally throwing them under the bus. Recently, IGN France produced and published a preview of Stellar Blade containing an offensive passage that should have never been kept. The text has now been edited, and here is our official apology to the Shift Up Corporation studio staff. Also, please note that IGN France is an independent branch of IGN, and that IGN's editorial staff had nothing to do with this incident. The original text of the Stellar Blade preview contained comments that were out of place. While it was never our intention to disrespect Shift Up or any of its employees or their work, we recognize that the phrase taken in its literal sense was inappropriate, and we regret it. To anyone at Shift Up Corporation who felt personally targeted and insulted by this passage, we are truly sorry and sincerely apologize. Now please still give us review codes. That phrase was ridiculous regardless of what sense it was taken in. Oh, IGN. This is where they would put their journalistic integrity, if they had any. But believe it or not, IGN had competition for the worst dig at Stellar Blade from none other than David Jaffe. The creator of God of War had a lot to say about the game, especially the people looking forward to playing it. I love how the game that's supposed to be for real men who love hot chicks and hate wokeness rewards them for pre-ordering with lots of clothes and accessories to play dress up with. Fellas, and ladies too, is it gay to customize the outfit of the female character you're playing as? Are you zesty for dressing Eve according to your own taste? According to David here,
That means you're gay.
well, I for one am secure enough in my manhood, cause have you seen some of the outfits they put in this game? Shipped Up cooked something serious with this red outfit. Anyway, he continued. 1. Demo is great, very excited for final. 2. Taki is hotter than Eve. 3. Jesus, how hard up are you people? I get I'm 52, and the T levels ain't what they used to be, but you know there's free all over the internet, and if that's not enough, there's actual women out there.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
It's not lost on me that the same man whose mind runs to also created games that were well known for their sex mini games. David Jaffe, this you? Some good old press circle action that did everything but actually show you the coitus itself. You know what's been crazy to see with all this pearl clutching over Stellar Blade? More revisionist history. Because this game is now drawing comparisons to Bayonetta and 2Bs from Nier, who both might I add faced similar scrutiny when they were introduced, but are now somehow accepted by the same people who once criticized them. And these comparisons are funny because Stellar Blade is undoubtedly the tamest of the three. Bayonetta literally loses her clothes as she fights, while 2B can self-destruct into nothing but a leotard that will have you asking,
Hey, what you doing out here with all this ass? Double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
Eve's only crime is that she wears a jumpsuit while killing Naytibas, the literal spawn of Satan. So if you haven't clued into why this game has been trending for days now, it's because a subset of people are acting extremely down bad over it.
Chat, bro, like, come on, bro. I'm just a man. I'm just a boy.
Camera, free camera mode. Jesus.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
And that's been fueling insults and insinuations of never having felt a woman's touch before from people who can't seem to tell what a joke is. And it's actually getting embarrassing seeing people not catch on to that. As I record this video, there are grown men on the internet claiming they feel awkward for liking the game for fear of being associated with those making jokes.
It all started harmlessly enough with jokes about the main character's backside, and it has quickly morphed and it's evolved into something very different. Something that myself and others have expressed a bit of awkwardness or even an annoyance about. Some of you were going so full that I kind of don't want to be associated with the fandom around this game because it's getting a little weird, maybe even a little gross, to the point that people are even being misrepresented. You know, people are being accused of complaining or being offended with very, very minimal pushback. They might just sort of think that the character is a little over the top. And
this is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
nothing against this guy. I just want to point out that allowing your potential enjoyment of something to be swayed by opinions on the internet is certainly a choice. One would hope you kept the same energy for those that were cheering on this from Baldur's Gate 3. Regardless, it is not that deep and over the top. My brother in Christ, it is a video game. For once, I am utterly baffled. This reeks of I got bullied out of playing Hogwarts Legacy energy. Alright, all the reactions aside, let's finally talk about the game. I finally got to playing it at the beginning of the week and my first impressions were positive. It's not reinventing the wheel or anything, but what it did offer only solidified it being a day one purchase. People are saying it's a Souls-like where Sekiro meets Nier. I can't speak on those because I've never played them, but it reminds me a lot of the Star Wars Jedi games. The demo, to my surprise, was actually more challenging than I was expecting it to be. The combat is satisfying, flashy, and acrobatic, but did feel slow initially, as with most games with a parry system. Stellar Blades definitely has a learning curve. On top of the other defensive options the game gives you that feel real rewarding when you manage to pull them off. I know from Sekiro there's a certain move you can do to counter an enemy's unblockable instead of just dodging it as the game would normally have you, and Stellar Blade offers two variations of that. I say that all to say that the combat in this game shows promise and actually requires some skill. It's fun, music's good, but that's enough glazing of Stellar Blade. As for my nitpicks, again, the combat not feeling as smooth, but that's a skill issue. And the voice acting in the English dub sounded stiff. Best way I can explain it is it came off rather robotic. The voices of said voice actors are fine, but the way the lines are delivered felt off to me. And those are my first impressions from the Stellar Blade demo. As I said before, this game isn't ushering a new era of gaming, but it's a throwback to a simpler one that only sought to entertain. And that's what Stellar Blade's director, who is very aware of the climate surrounding entertainment in the West, has said is the only thing he wants his game to be viewed as. This interview with the director asked this question relatedly. Some Western media outlets expressed discomfort with the portrayal of female characters in Stellar Blade. Are you aware of these issues? To which he replied, I know that in the West, game characters must reflect realistic appearances in many ways and that numerous issues such as gender and racial diversity are intertwined. However, Stellar Blade is only entertainment and a cultural product. I hope you'll keep an eye on this as a fun action game has just been released. The fact that he even had to answer this question to defend his game just goes to show how embarrassing the Western gaming industry has become. And if the demo is anything to go off of, it's looking like the game will accomplish that, just being a fun action game. And to the journos melting down,
That's right. Cry.
you'll be alright. These polygons and jiggle physics can hurt you. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Let me know if you played the Stellar Blade demo and are planning or not planning to pick it up. Check out the 2 videos showing up on the screen to see more Life So Crazy. It's been the Vongola Boss, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.